She's single, only got $100,000. Can she retire? Literally just talked to this lady today. Great woman. And we're trying to make this work. You know what I'm saying? It's we recorded. I was going to actually post this, but it wasn't. It went on too long. I was yapping too much. I got sidetracked a couple of things that would not make a good user experience for you guys to watch. So we're just going to kind of give the cliff notes here. I'm just going to summarize what we went up to, what we talked about. All right, so check this out. So we got Joan Pa. That's for PA. Joan in Pennsylvania. And you get Joe Pa. Remember him, Joe Paterno. Joan Pa in PA. All right, so here we are sitting here, and you know, she's a single woman. She's a divorcee. 2 grown kids. She got about $102,000 in investments, and her investments are basically in the Vanguard, half in money market, half in the Vanguard Star Fund. That's it, man. That's all she's got. She has a ton of equity though. That's interesting, and she got a home equity line of credit about $75,000. All right, so she got a ton of equity. She's making pretty good money right now. She's making about $78,000 a year. And a job that's stressful, not a crappy job, but you know, it's a stressful job. She's like, how much longer can she do it? You know, a couple of years she's thinking. Her goal is to retire, most likely when she hits 65 years old. All right. Her income, she's going to get, her Social Security will be at her full retirement age about $2,000 a month. Now, she is a divorcee, was married more than 10 years and didn't get remarried. So the question is, what will her spousal benefit? But more than that, what will her survivor benefit be on her ex-spouse's Social Security? We don't know. So she'll go down to Social Security and get a gauge of that to see what her spousal benefit would be and ultimately her survivor benefit. We're not using that here. I think it might be actually more than hers, but I don't know. We don't know. So she's got to find that out. So she needs to get her marriage certificate, you know, truck on down to Social Security, get an appointment and say, hey, what would my benefit be if I file now versus what my spousal benefit be? Now, we don't want her to file till she's 67 anyway because she only has $100,000. But that's a big thing to know, especially when it comes to survivor benefit. It sounds like her ex-husband is in the best shape anyway. She's put some money into her 401k. She's putting 5%, and she get a 4% match. She's maximizing her HSA. Only living on $2,000 a month, but that doesn't include her property tax, homeowner insurance, health insurance, and it doesn't include her mortgage payment either that she's paying, so home equity line of credit. All right. So pretty cut and dry here. Nothing fancy here. So the question is, can she retire? Well, the answer is obviously no, right? Look at that. She's going to run out of money, dude. And she's going to run out of money. Look, if we go to accounts, she'll run out of money right here when she's 67 years old. Why? Because if she retired at 65, she needs $76,000 a year from the portfolio because she's not on Social Security. And she, you know, 76, 52, 50. And she doesn't have that kind of money, so she'll run out of money, as you can see right here. Oh my goodness, she's never going to retire with confidence. There you go. She had a book done. By the time she's 67 and Social Security kicks in, she's done. This is from her having liquid assets. You know, she'll still have some money, $27,000 a year from Social Security, but you know, her expenses, she feels she needs about $2,000 a month to live on, plus her housing costs, property tax, homeowners insurance and maintenance, plus her debt, that's her home equity line of credit, plus she has some small life insurance, actually I'm not sure what that life insurance, her umbrella insurance, not sure we stopped that right there, so we want to add that back in, auto insurance. Hold on just a second, go down here to insurance, and why did I stop the auto insurance? That's weird. She did a good job getting her policy ends now, right there, blink. All right, so what can we do to make this work for old Joan Pa? So what we did first and foremost is she wants to relocate to Central PA at some point. So we're going to have her relocating. We'll call it Central PA Relo. All right, Central PA. And she thinks about $300,000. All right, and hold on a second. We use property tax, 1%, Central PA. Annual insurance will say $1,500 schmackaroonies, and then annual maintenance will say $1,000, something like that. All right, and she'll basically we're going to buy the whole thing outright. Now we'll talk about other things here in just a second. All right, when she's on health care, she has Obamacare. I mean, if she's on her company's plan right now, then she'll go on Medicare, and Medicare costs her $500 a month. All right, so she needs about $2,000 a month for day-to-day living expenses. She's going to have about another $500 a month for Obamacare. I mean, that's just Medicare, excuse me. She does give some charitable giving, about $2,000 a year. I guess she's stopping that this year. And then she'd like to go on some vacations. All right, so we go to retirement, and we're going to see what that does. That do anything when she relocates? No, not really. So check this out. All right, so here, when she relocates, did I not have her relocating? Yeah, 2023. We want to change that over. Profile, goals, relocation right there. That should be her retire right there when she retires. Boink. There we go. All right, sweet. And that's not going to change much. So let me show you what's going on here. So here we go to cash flows, summary, and so she's working. You know, she's putting some money away into her cash accounts. All right. So when the property is worth right now $600,000. When she sells it, there'll be like a 5% fee to close on the sale and whatnot. So she'll walk away with $587, but she's still got to pay her home equity line of credit. So she'll have to pay that down. So $587 minus the $71,000, she'll walk away about $510. Plus she's going to buy another house, and that would be about $343 by that time. So when all is said and done, she'll have a new home and walk away with $167,000 of cash. And you go to accounts here, we'll see add additions to accounts, and we'll see this add right there, $128 when all is said and done. All right. So unfortunately, that's not enough to get the job done. So when her accounts, she'll have $128 in her cash account, plus she'll have her 401k about $25,000 and an IRA about $106. It's still not enough to get the job done. And you can see she's still going to run out of money right here at 83 years old. That's on a linear rate of return, by the way, and I'm giving her 4.7. If we look at a Monte Carlo scenario, on the other hand, it's going to be even worse. Right there, when she's about 80 years old, her median liquid net worth is zero. All right, so it's going to be tough to make this work, even though she sold and downsized. All right, so check this out. We're going to go to cash flows again. Now, again, even when she runs out of money, she'll have a house and have Social Security kicking in about a little bit more than $2,000 a month. Yeah, I mean, total outflow is about $50,000 a year or so. So $2,000 a month isn't going to get the job done. All right, so what we could do, we could always do reverse mortgage. In fact, it's crazy when we're going over this. It's nuts. I'll tell you what, my man, I could not believe it because she has a $600,000 house, and she wants to buy a downsize to a $300,000 house. A couple months ago, Sergio had sent me an email. Let me share it with you here real quick. I couldn't believe it. I said, whoa. On April 16th, I got this email from old Sergio in California. Josh, here's an example of how downsizing from a $600,000 home to a $300,000 home using the reverse for purchase can work. Couldn't believe it. I was like, this is exactly what Joan Pa. All right, so basically you net $564 from the sale of your home, because closing costs and whatnot. The $564 will be broken down where you have a down payment of $185 towards the purchase of your $300,000 home, and you do the reverse mortgage for purchase on the rest. So basically, in this case, Joan, if she's buying, and I'm not even going to model it, we don't need to, but in this case, Joan, I told her she should talk to me and Don Graves for sure. But what we should do is instead of goals right here and buying that complete thing out of her cash accounts, what she should do is do a reverse mortgage for purchase. And Sergio would say about 185 you'd have to come up with, 185 divided by 300. So basically you'd have 40% of that money she bought right there would come from the reverse for purchase. So instead of 312, 312, she don't have to come up with 312 minus 124. Hold on a second. 312 minus 124. She'd come up with 188. And the bank would basically give her the other 124, which would mean she'd have more money in her pocket to live on. And she absolutely should do that. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go here at this stage. Watch this. 100% she should do that. What we're going to do instead is, I said, Joan, you're young. You're not smoking a carton of Cools. You're not about to die. Fauci's not breathing down your neck with his beagles in tow, who he likes to operate on. What does Fauci have to do with wealth planning? If you don't get that guy, this ain't the right channel for it. What's Fauci or what's the Republic? What's this? What I used to hear all the time. What does politics have to do with wealth planning? You don't know. You don't know what politics has to do with wealth planning. Okay, Fauci, politics. Okay, whatever. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say She actually likes to work. She likes it. She has a volunteer job in Central PA now that she likes to do on occasion. And so, what if you just got a part-time job, man? You know what I'm saying? We're going to say salary, but you're not really retired if you have a part-time job. Joan's salary, part-time. We're going to say Joan's part-time salary. And we're going to say $30,000 a year, all right? You know, being a host at baseball games or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We'll say right there. And Joan will do that till she's 70 years old. I'm just throwing it out there. Watch this. So we went from 3%. Let's see what it does instead. 3% to whoa. So $30,000 a year. Divide by 2080. That's $14 an hour if you had a 40-hour work week. If you had a 40-hour work week, that'd be $14 an hour. And generally, if you're working a 40-hour work week, that's going to come with other things, health insurance, 401k matches, whatnot. So if she can get $14 an hour, we'll say. So if she can say, "Now I want $18 an hour because I don't need the 401k and all that, and I don't need the health insurance," 18 times, we'll say 1,040. That's $18,000 a year right there. Or she just downsizes her career, like I always talk about. All she needs is $30,000 a year. We haven't done any reverse mortgage modeling or anything, but let's say we do reverse mortgage modeling. Check this out. Here to retirementresearcher.com. This is, well, I guess we don't even need that. I don't think they give us the reverse mortgage for purchase, do they? I don't think they do. So we'll come back. We're going to say, look, man, we're going to have a reverse. So what we're going to do, check this out. For simplicity, I don't know how to model a reverse mortgage for purchase in Right Capital. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but we're going to say she purchases a house for $185,000 as opposed to $300,000 because the other $115,000 will be on the reverse mortgage, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to model this, but just so that means she has more cash on the side. She has an extra $115,000 in her investment portfolio that she can live on, all right, because she did the reverse mortgage. So let's see what it looks like here. All right. Oh, now we're at 99%. Huh? Because that extra $115,000 she could be used for her investing to live on, as opposed to being equity in the house. She's still got tons of equity. I mean, now, look at it. And she dies in today's numbers with $176,000. Oh, how much would that be? Almost perfect if she needed to go to a assisted living facility, plus whatever equity she has in there. And that's just with working part-time, dude. Let's go to cash. We don't want to go to cash flows. Downsize your career, for heaven's sake. But what about health insurance? If she's only making $30,000 a year, so watch this. Well, at first she's gonna be on Medicare right here anyway, so she doesn't need to worry about health insurance. What if she did that earlier? So check this out. What if you ever hang it up next year instead? All right, 64,000 schmackaroonies. Watch again. She should take Social Security at her full retirement age. Absolutely. As long as we're above 70 to 75%, we're good. We're at 95%. Just working part time. For $30,000 a year. I don't understand why people don't get this. So now we say, let's go to healthcare.gov, and we'll say healthcare.gov, and I got to use Georgia. I don't know her zip code, 30004. We'll say Fulton County, boink. And we'll say that I'm old Joan. We'll start. Say it's me. I'm Joni. I'm going to be, but she'll be 64 when let's say 63. Maybe if she, whatever, you know what I'm saying? She's not a tobacco user. She's not pregs. It's just her. And we'll say she got $30,000 a year of income. What does she qualify for? Obamacare premiums, 917 credits. $917 credits. We'll go to next. We'll see what kind of plans they got. So here are bronze plans. No monthly premium. No monthly premium. No monthly premium. Let's add filters. There's only HMOs in Fulton County because Fulton County sucks, but that's okay. We'll just go to silver plans. And look at this, with $70 a month, $70, dude. But I hear there's one guy who's like really angry when people say, "Can they retire?" If you're working at all, even doing YouTube videos, if you're doing anything for compensation, you're not retired. My man Joe Kuhn actually had a good point. He goes, "Wow, I like YouTube videos. I'm still retired." "No, you're not," says this guy. I was like, dude, get out of here. I didn't ban him because I like the dialogue because it creates. The dialogue is good for the algorithm, but I'll ban him at some point. Anyway, so again, let's say I don't know, there's a minor league baseball team that they need someone to be I don't know, to level the field with the brooms and stuff. They'll say they'd pay $30,000 a year. I get it. But What if there's some kind of job, like, Chloe just got a job, part-time, walking dogs at a kennel, picking up poops and stuff like that for like 13, 14 bucks an hour, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You do that, say you did that for, 15 hours a week. So you got 15 times 52. That's 780 hours. You got 15 hours a week. That's 11,700 bucks, dude. That's literally just small potato stuff. Yeah, that's just picking up poops for dogs for 15 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just downsize. So let's see if she did that. Instead of 30,000 bucks, we'll have her making 20,000 bucks. Thing is, she's already doing some volunteer work. She doesn't mind the work. She just wants to say what she needs to downsize at some point. I mean, that's just a fact. Look, we did it for 20,000. Downsize her career. Downsize her lifestyle. Downsize because she's in a house that's too big for her. Where she raised her kiddos. All right, so now we were at 98% before. Now we're at 98% before. All right, pause it. Now we're at 81. She's freaking golden, dude. Golden. Anyway, just downsize your career, downsize your lifestyle, her home. Look at reverse mortgages. Look at part-time income. But you're not retired. I don't care what you call it. I'm trying to, and she's not necessarily in a crappy job. I'm just trying to get away from my crappy job into something that's a little bit more sustainable for my level, my head, because my head's freaking. I'm like stressed or whatever. Love you. Again, I got to do this at the beginning of the videos. If these help you and you want to buy me a cup of coffee, the link will be in the show notes. I'll take it. Cup of decaf is always well appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe. My email list is the Doobly Duke as well. And of course, all my books. My new one, Relax and Retire, is out there waiting for you to buy it to get educated how you can debunk the inflation narrative. We'll see you guys.